Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Transfers Rumors, and today I'm going to be giving a whole new type of video. Today I'm going to be discussing the Thai League as it starts today, and I'm going to be previewing the league and talking about who I think will come in the top 6 positions. And this is quite a different type of video than usual. Not many people watch the Thai League, I understand, but Transfers Rumors is based in Thailand. I'm a huge fan of the Thai League. I've been watching it for a while now. I've worked for the magazine. I've worked for the newspaper, The Nation, the daily newspaper in Thailand. I've done an internship there, and I've managed to work with a writer for Muang Thong United's magazine, their personal magazine, and I've been able to co-write an article on that one as well. So I'm pretty much a Muang Thong United fan, and I have a bit of experience with this league, and I'm really excited for it to start today. I'm making a short video detailing what I think about this fantastic league. Now, to start off with, I'm going to say here on the screen right now, you can see the 6 teams that I think are going to win the Thai League, or are going to come top 6 in the Thai League, and who I think have even the remotest chance of winning it at all. And I'm going to go through now predicting which one will finish where, giving a bit of a history, just a brief history of it, and talking about who I think will finish where and why. So, in the last 9 years of the Thai League, there's been a dichotomy between 2 teams, and one of those teams being Muang Thong United, the other one being Buriram United. Muang Thong winning 4 titles, the Buriram winning 5. Last season, Muang Thong won the league, 5 points away from equaling the record points total in the Thai League, possibly their strongest team in history. The season was cut short because of the tragic passing of the Thai King. So for that reason, Muang Thong were unable to play their whole season. Some people are calling for a delegitimacy of their title, but personally I believe Muang Thong did very, very well. Would have won it anyways if the remaining 4 games were played out, and they played a fantastic season. They were really, really strong throughout the entire season. They've got a very, very strong young Thai team, and they built this Thai team by signing all the great young Thai players of this golden generation. They've been building up this team for like about 2 years, signing all the best young players, and now they've got it all in full swing. They've got the full young Thai team. It's matured now. It's been winning things at a national level, and it's been winning things at a domestic level. And Muang Thong United have the most Thai players in the starting 11, and they've managed to strengthen where that team, where the national team is weak. They have some fantastic foreign players as well, including a Brazilian named Clayton Silva, and a former Newcastle striker named Cisco Jimenez playing for them as well. So they're a very, very strong team. They personally have I think, the strongest team in the league, or at least the tied strongest team in the league. But they were by far the best last year. Last year they were also given a very, very strong title race by Bangkok United. Bangkok United are not usually a top team, however, under their manager Alexander Polking, who is a crazy, energetic combination between Mourinho and Conte, in my mind at least. He has managed to take their team from being a lower mid-table team to being title challengers. Since he's come in, the side finished 13th the year before he arrived. Since he's come in, they've finished 8th, 4th, and now 2nd place, behind possibly the strongest Muang Thong United team ever. And despite that, they've been able to give Muang Thong a proper run for their money last season. They're all about attack. They're an attacking dynamo. Their side is all about attack, and that has been the problem last season because they sort of ignored the art of defending for quite a long time this season. They have a number of exciting, interesting attackers, such as Gilberto Macena, who used to play for Buriram United. They have Mario Jurovsky, formerly of Muang Thong United, who they managed to snap up and offer more wages for somehow. No idea how. And they have a Montenegrin winger named Boskovic, who was the 2nd top scorer last season behind Clayton Silva of Muang Thong United, and he was fantastic for them as well. And he's going to probably only get better as he works more with more exciting attacking players joining their team. This season they've added to it by signing a defender named Johan Tavares, who is going to reassure the weakest part of their field, and also signing Poklo Anand from Chonburi, who was one of their main players and a great player for Thailand. Muang Thong United have also strengthened as well, signing a defender named Celio Santos from Ulsan Hyundai, and also they signed a Korean national, Lee Ho from Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors, who of course won the AFC Champions League last year. So both teams have strengthened. However, Buriram United had a terrible season last year, coming in 4th place and almost one of their worst seasons ever in terms of point total since they've been formed. However, you could argue it was their worst simply because of their transfer window activity. Buriram United lost their vice-captain Tiraton Bunmatan to Muang Thong United. Rumor has it he was going to go to Japan, and however, the board, the chairman, Newin, blocked the move from him to go on a trial to Japan because the Japanese team, I believe it was Gamba Osaka, not sure about that, was not going to let him, we're not going to pay up unless he came for a trial first. Buriram, of course, in their own business interest, did not accept him going away for a trial, not getting any money. They wanted the money up front. They didn't let him go. It's always been his dream to play in Japan. He says he's always wanted to play football in Japan. Wasn't able to, and he handed a transfer request. Muangthong United, top of the league at the time, signed him up, and he was crucial in seeing out the remainder of the season and Muangthong winning the league. So Buriram having a terrible season, coming in fourth, going through 3 managers, and despite the fact that in 2015 they won the league unbeaten under manager Alexander Gama, who we'll get to later. They won the league unbeaten, but they came in 4th place last season. They really struggled, lost their vice captain, went through 3 managers and still came in 4th place. Terrible season for them, and they need to come back this season. However, the new team on the block is Chiang Rai United. Chiang Rai went through a fantastically, ridiculously mental transfer window this winter, start off their window by signing 6 players in November. On the same day, they announced the signing of 6 Thai players, including the record transfer fee for a Thai player. Thannaboon Kerasat from Muangthong United joined Chiang Rai for 50 million Thai baht, which is about £1 million. Before that, the previous transfer had been Tiraton to Muangthong, had been the previous record for 35 million baht. This eclipsed at 50 million baht, £1 million for the signing of Thannaboon to go to Chiang Rai, who is going to be a fantastic player, who has been a fantastic player and is only going to get better. He is a defensive midfielder, been compared to Sergio Busquets. He's called the Thai Sergio Busquets. He sits in front of the defense, he controls the defense very, very well, and is a very, very strong player, and is going to help that side kick on. They've also signed a number of foreign players. They've signed a whole new Brazilian spine of their team, including Rafael Coelho, formerly of Buriram United, went to play at FC Goa in the Indian Super League, but now has come back to Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai are managed by Alexander Gama, who in 2015 won the treble with Buriram United and was unbeaten the entire season. He is now managing Chiang Rai after being sacked from Buriram after having a very, very bad start to the season, and he hopes to win the league there as well. He's already promised that he will be competing for the league title and hopes he can do it. The other 2 teams, those 4 are considered the big 4 in Thailand, the 4 biggest financially, and they are the big 4 in Thailand. I think I've sort of pinpointed 2 teams I think outside the big 4 that could cause a problem this season. One of them is Bangkok Glass, who finished 3rd, very, very respectable 3rd place last season, above expectations. Their manager who did that has since resigned, but they are now managed by the former Australian under-20 coach Aurelio Vidmar, who looks like a good coach as well. And also Radbury. Radbury are managed by a Spanish former player of Espanyol. His name is Pacheta. He is Spanish, sort of a follower of the tiki-taka style of football. He's tried to bring that to Radbury, but he has struggled quite a bit. He hasn't been able to get the results. Last season they came in 6th place, I believe. They didn't do too well, but this season they hope to kick on. They recruited very well in the transfer window, and hopefully they will only get better this season as they play a very, very attractive brand of football, and many expect them to be playing at a much higher level soon, and this could be the season where they finally come and challenge that top 4. Now on to predictions for the season, who I think will finish where. I think Buriram United will win the league, even though Buriram are really struggled last season and do not have the strongest team by a long shot. I think they've signed a few good players, but they do not have that strong a team, on paper at least, in my opinion. Their team is not as strong as Muangthong or Chiang Rai. But the reason I think they're going to win the league is because just the structure of their club. They got a great manager in the season, apparently. They've got a very good structure of their club. It starts up from right from the top, from Ne Win, who goes to every training session and every game on the bench. Ne Win, he's super devoted, and the whole club is structured in a way which helps them get success. And I think that even though they don't have the best team, they have a certain air of professionalism, which even when they're not having a strong team, they are extremely daunting. Last season they came to Muangthong, they were 4th place, and they managed to. They lost 3-2 at the SCG Stadium. Despite the loss, they were a threat throughout, and they seem to have a very professional structure at their club. It's a professionalism which allows them to do things even when they're struggling. And this season they're going to get. I hope not as a Muangthong supporter. I hope they don't do it, but I think they will get everything together and they will end up winning the league. Coming in second, I'm going to go with Muangthong United. Muangthong, of course, having the most national team players. National team doing very, very well, winning the AFF Cup, the 5th record AFF Cup recently. I think that's going to continue domestically. However, I don't think they're going to win the league because I've already said. Buriram are going to do it, but Muangthong coming second, very, very strong side, only going to get stronger. Signed already a number of good players. I think they're going to come second. In 3rd place, I'm going with Chiang Rai United. Chiang Rai is just 3rd for me, could easily be 2nd. I think they possibly could have the strongest team on paper this season. They've signed in 5 new foreign players, including 4 Brazilians and 1 Australian Brazilian. Clearly a new Brazilian spine to go along with their new Brazilian manager Alexander Gama. It should make it easier for him to adapt, all the new players to adapt, because they all have that commonality between them. Of course, they've also got a number of good time players, including Pratum Chutong as their captain at center back, and their record signing Tanabun Kerasat in defensive midfield. They could easily be second place or even first, but I'm going to go with third simply because I don't think the spending will kick in, the effects kick in right away. Might take them a bit of a while to adapt, and for that reason I'm thinking they're going to come third. However, third could be an AFC Champions League spot given the result of the FA Cup, so they could easily be playing in the AFC Champions League next year. Now in fourth place, I've got with Bangkok United. Bangkok United is not going to get Champions League this season, and they've already messed up their only chance, or at least their first chance in 10 years to be in the AFC Champions League. They lost the first round of qualifying to Malaysian side JDT. They really struggled in that game. They didn't have any clinicality to them. They didn't do very well, and I think they will continue to struggle. They won't be able to keep up with the Big Four, even though, I mean, they will be the Big Four. They will be the bottom of the Big Four, even though they've spent a lot of money, have a lot of money, and are only spending more. They won't be able to keep up with the other three in front of them. I think they are going to come fourth in the league. And outside that, I think coming in fifth place is going to be Ratburi. I mean, it's a bit of a controversial prediction. Many people don't predict them to come this high, but I think Ratburi will do it. Ratburi recruited pretty well with foreign players in the window. They got a good manager, starting to gel team, trying to learn how he wants to play, and I think this could be the year they come in fifth. And coming in sixth by extension is Bangkok Glass. Bangkok Glass came third last year. The manager who did that has since resigned. Aurelio Vidmar looks good. They've signed a new player, Bolivia named Jasmani Campos, who plays for the national team there. So he looks like a very strong player. But ultimately, I do not see them repeating that again. It'll be very hard for them to repeat. I do think they'll come sixth place, and that will be how the season turns out. So Champions League for Buriram, Muangthong, and Chiang Rai. Just below that, Bangkok United, Ratburi, and lastly in sixth, Bangkok Glass. That's my prediction for the Thai League, the upcoming season. Hope you guys liked the video. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you want to see more Asian football videos, including other Asian leagues and the AFC Champions League. Tune back to Transfers Rumors as we hope to cover more Asian football this season. Thank you very much. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.